We'll do quick fire, short answers to quick questions or quick issues. First of all, the West Philippine Sea issue. Where do you stand on this?
I always go for an agreement that would involve ASEAN. So it has to be ASEAN plus plus. If Australia would be there, if the US would be there, our engagement there should not be just on a bilateral basis. We have to involve the other claimants, Vietnam, Brunei Darussalam, and other states that they also have a stake in that area.
Sir, I know yet officially you're not a presidential advisor anymore. But,
as we speak now.
But could you give your take? What exactly did the president mean when he said in Singapore na, look, let's face it, China is already in possession. As far as the code of conduct, the proposed conduct is concerned, he basically said, and this was the quote, China, you're already in possession, you're already there. You just tell us what route to take and how we should behave. What exactly did he mean, and what's your take on it?
I think it's not an appeasement statement, but it's a statement conjoined with the reality that we still maintain a mutual defense treaty with the United States. So what the president was, I might be wrong, what the president is saying is, nandyan yan, makipag-usap kayo na nandyan yan, harapin nyo kami kasama itong buong ASEAN community, taking into consideration our existing treaties with other countries, the United States, for instance.
Sir, quick fire po rin. Federalism, are you for it?
I just mentioned that I want to have a governor from Metro Manila, so I'm for it.
You're for it. Sa drug war, ano yung take niyo sa drug war?
I'm for it.
As it's being conducted now.
I'm for it.
Sa train law.
Train law, I think I support the position that we need to have additional revenue, but the implementation of the safety nets should be fast-track. I'm not just referring to the subsidies to the bus jeepney operators, but even to the marginalized. So I foresee the presidential prerogatives being utilized more often, including the suspension of the fuel excise tax come first quarter of next year.
Are you in favor of lowering the age of criminal liability?
The position of the president is correct. In some areas, I would not mention just Iran, where the criminal liability age is lower, but even Great Britain, it has reached a point, because the issue here is the age of discernment. What is the age of discernment? Is a 15-year-old or a 9-year-old situated differently that they can decide matters of right or wrong differently? The age of discernment is the operative word that would probably propel the president's position with the highest judicial respect. In Texas, they have a very low discernment age cap. But Great Britain is really the model for this.
Yes, but
and I think the change done, no offense to who the author was done before, was a European model based on the UK experience. It was because of a decades ago train incident. This is the reason. There was a train incident in London when two kids pushed another kid to the rail tracks, causing his death.
It's hard to put a hard line on that, no? At what age can they discern? But we're talking about children. Don't you think we should err on the side of being more careful? In other words, err on the side of, we could go wrong either way.
Yes,
but don't you agree that therefore we should err on the side of caution?
I agree, but there are instances which investigative reporters such as you has shown on television, even parents are utilizing children just to escape liability. There was a news report the other day, but I think experience has shown us that the amendment introduced was wrong.